Okay. Do we see people milling around?
No, you do not.
Are we still
The
following the carriage trail?
There you don't even see a carriage trail.
We lost the
There's
trail.
a trail. It looks like a foot trail, but not a carriage. You don't even see wagon ruts in the ground anywhere.
Oh, so the trail we were following was not.
It was the foot trail. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Um, Neil, as a point of uh order, like, can I use Phantasmal Force, my hologram spell, basically to like make myself invisible by creating a
Nope.
hologram of the things between? Okay.
Nope. 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 You can only make things appear. You cannot make things disappear. You can block sight by like creating a wall that is constantly in front of you, but you
I
couldn't.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess maybe we should pretend to be worshippers wanting to come to this temple that we heard about. But if we see anyone that we recognize, that'll be bad. So we should try to disguise. Arcas, have you worked on your disguising?
I mean, I'm pretty good with mud.
I'm like, awesome. Show me.
And then I just put mud on my face.
He doesn't look the same.
Wow, that's really good. Anyway, maybe practice a little more.
No, but if we put our hoodies like this and we just do like, oh, we sing like together.
Yeah,
while
okay.
we go in.
Let's pretend to be an order of monks, and we
Yeah.
only speak in Gregorian chant.
Yeah.
We have come from far away to praise in this temple.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
This is really gonna work.
La 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 la. And I removed the mud on my face. I'm like, I got mud on my face. Big disgrace.
Okay.
If we see Lord Redfoot, what do we do?
Panic.
Panic!
I say we do a big entrance. We removed our hoodie. We're just like, ah, we got you.
Okay, and maybe we should be looking for almond in this temple.
Should we try to go during nighttime when there's not people around and just investigate?
Maybe we should send one person to ask around for almond to see if we can find almond, and then all of us investigate at night. What do you think?
Okay. Well, I didn't send my spell list originally, but I will. Real quick. Yeah. Okay. So you can go and I'll cast Sacred Guardian on you. So if anything bad happens to you or any dangers, I'll feel it and I'll see it through your eyes.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
Okay. So I cast Sacred Guardian on Adea.
My garments are like pretty distinctive, right? Because I have these really nice embroidered clothing.
They're custom made. They're very nice.
So I say, can I change cloaks with one of you guys so that I don't look as people may have described me?
Yeah, you can have mine, but it's not as pretty as yours.
That's okay. I just need it as a disguise.
We switch, and then
Does his cloak fit me?
I was about to say your cloak is like 1 foot too short.
Yeah, I mean his cloak is going to be a little long and drag on the ground, but
does that look weird, or is that a normal thing that happens to people?
I mean, it's fairly normal.
Okay.
It just looks like you have an ill-fitting cloak, which can happen fairly easily.
Okay. So I put on the ill-fitting cloak, and I walk like on foot. In fact, I take off my shoes too, and then I like try to make myself look like a wandering like religious devotee.
Okay. My drawings are very, very poor, but if you look, this is what the building looks like from your point of view. And there's a river that runs down over beside it. There's a very large piece of glass. It's a large stained glass window that takes up almost the entire height of the first floor. And then there's a bunch of other windows that go on the sides. This is not to scale or accurate in any way, but there's this very large window in front with lots of little other windows around it. And then on the upper floor, there are just lots of little windows all over the place that go around the upper section. And then you have this spire.
Okay.
I can draw.
I can draw things.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay, so I advance on foot like this with my hood over my face, and I do this thing where I walk 5 steps forward and then bow and turn around. I can't turn around because I'm wearing these, and then stand back up and go like this, and then I walk 5 steps forward, bow, turn around, go like this. So I'm doing like this really weird religious tradition walk thing.
I follow up with her.
Are you coming with me? I thought I was going alone.
Oh, you're going alone? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I missed that part.
Okay.
Emerald Woods.
Yeah. Real good. I can draw real good. All right, so you approach by yourself. The other 2 of you and the 4 horses, or do you go on foot, Anna?
I go on foot.
Okay.
So I leave them and all the horses and my shoes and cloak in the saddlebag and everything. I'm like a pilgrim.
Okay. And you approach on your own. You arrive near the front. I guess this isn't really the front. You arrive near the big window, and as you get closer, you notice that it looks like it is going to be a stained glass window. There's all sorts of like fine iron work that would separate things into a nice picture, but there's no color on any of the glass.
So it is glass, but there's no color on it?
Right. It's like stained glass without the stained glass.
Interessante.
And it shows a very classic depiction of Martha, the god of life and creation, fighting Verasi, the goddess of death and destruction.
Oh. I all hail the gods and bow deeply. Like really, not as an act. I do it as like a real praise. And then, do I still see no one around?
Through the glass, you see a large piece of, it looks like a big-ass prism suspended in the middle of the room, and you see a gnome on a step ladder who is polishing the bottom section of the prism. Give me a perception check as well.
Oh no. My perception's so bad.
You got this.
Haha!
You notice that the gnome has shackles around his ankle.
Shackles.
It's almond.
Okay.
Fimber flumpa flonka honka.
Yeah, Flimberflunk or whatever you want.
Humper flunk.
Yeah,
Fiddle butt.
that's what it was.
I didn't even look it up, I just remembered. It's engraved. No, it was Hunker Flunk Skittlebutt. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Okay, so I take a moment to think because he's obviously restrained and I'm going to need to get him out. So I continue my pilgrimage walk all the way around and try to go inside to talk to the gnome.
You walk around the building and come to a door on the river side of the building. Speaking kind of just to each other out front are 2 abbots. One of them is dressed in long silver robes. They're not made of silver, but silver colored robes, and the other is dressed in long brown robes. And as you approach doing your weird prayer pilgrim walk thingy, they pause and turn to you with broad smiles and say, may the blessings of the 7 shine upon you. 9? 7? May the blessings of the gods shine upon you.
All hail the gods, fellow worshippers.
What brings you to the Hall of Gems?
I, as a servant of the gods and a humble member of the Order of the Shining Surface, am here because I have heard of a great glassworker, the gnome Almond, who has made a wondrous crystal, and I am here to worship the 7 or 9.
7. It is 7. I just reconfirmed. Yes.
And I have made the pilgrimage of my life to worship the 7 in the warm glow of the shining surface of this great, wondrous prism. And I throw in some, because I know all this stuff about religious lore, so a lot of it sounds really like theological and all that.
Cool. They say the building has yet to be finished. Our workers are still crafting. If you would come back in some days' time, though, we should be just about done.
Do I have an acting proficiency? I think I do.
Oh, I don't have your character sheet
Let me look.
for some reason.
think I might. No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. So, with my acting proficiency of 16, can I cry on command?
Give me a proficiency check. If you roll a 30, you can cry on command.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That
it is a
pretty
lot.
high. I did it!
Someone roll the 30. You
Okay.
cry on command.
So when he says that, like, my eyes widen and I look in like terror and 2 big tears roll down my cheeks like this. And I say, but today is the day of the shining solstice. And only today will my prayers be strong enough to worship the gods in the way that they deserve. For my mother and my father have both died, and I must pour the blessings upon their soul, or they will never receive the shining blessings of the sun. And I fall down on the ground and like am prostrate.
They both come over to comfort you and say, "Oh, my dear, if it is so urgent, of course we will open our doors to you. But just be careful. We are under construction. Things are under construction here, and
like,
it is still dangerous inside."
Thank you. And I like, kiss their robes and, all that kind of stuff. And then I continue doing my same walk, turn, praise, walk, turn, praise.
Okay.
A real religious fanatic. I love it.
You step inside the building and you see before you, well, first off, this tall prism-like crystal that must be 9 feet tall. And you just look up and it's suspended on a chain all the way up to the spire
It's the
above.
prism!
And then you kind of feel the ground shake beneath your feet, and you look to your left, and coming out of this staircase that leads downward into what must be some sort of basement or subterranean section of the building is a 9-foot tall, 5-foot wide bipedal ant of sorts. It looks like this.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
What the fuck is that?
It's a monkey ant. It's a monk ant.
Monk ant!
Yeah. He's huge. His head, he has to lean over a little bit to keep from scraping the surface or the ceiling. And he's 5 feet wide. It's massive. His arms hang out on the sides and scrape against the ground as he walks. There's big claws. His feet have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 toes with long nails sticking out of them. He's got these big pincers in front. And the priests say, "Oh, pay him no mind. He is one of our faithful workers who has transformed his body into a vessel to build this structure."
It is said that those who sacrifice the body for the soul in worship of the gods shall be mightily blessed in their soul and in their body, for the gods shall bless the soul and the body for the gods. All hail the gods.
So it is said, all hail the gods. They say.
Nice. I love this interaction. Anna, this is glorious. I'm enjoying this. I'm just like,
Yeah, you're so fucking good, Anna.
Choo choo.
And Neal.
Keep going.
So then I go.
Arcas and Emma are just chilling outside. It's fine.
Yeah, it's story time. I'm like,
Yeah.
So the priests are talking to me, right? We have like a good rapport. They're near me still.
They haven't said anything since that.
I say, and who is that imprisoned? Is he not in service of the gods willingly? And I look like disgusted that somebody wouldn't be willingly serving the gods.
They frown and say, "No, this man is a sinner here to repent for his crimes. He is a known liar, oath breaker, and destroyer of holy artifacts. His penance is the construction of the center of this temple."
What could such a man have done to deserve that?
Let us not speak of it.
It is said that not speaking of such things shall make such things not relevant to...
not speakable.
They turn their heads towards you. And,
Yes, all hail the gods. All hail the gods.
It said, "All hail the gods. All hail the gods."
Yes.
Anyway, here, to which of the gods would you speak your prayers?
What's the most mainstream god to worship?
Well, there are 4 main gods. Well, okay, there's 7 main gods. There's the god of nature who holds the world up. There is the god of fate who turns the world. Then you have the god of death, one of life, one of order, one of chaos, and the one who controls the underworld, where all the spirits go after they die. Those are the
Okay.
7 main gods.
So I say, of course, with the death of my parents, I must pay homage to the god of
Verasi, the
the
goddess of death.
I must pay homage to Verasi. However, who can choose but one of the 7 to praise without the others? So I must pay homage to all the gods, and I shall do my best to bring them honor. All hail the
Actually,
gods.
you'd probably say Falumbra. Verasi is kind of death in a bad way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Falumbra.
Falumbra was my
would
mom.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Falumbra would be like the goddess who takes care of departed spirits.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
mama.
So I say that.
Okay. They lead you to an alcove of a statue of a woman in the shape of Falumbra, actually, who you have seen before and met,
Mhm.
if you recall correctly.
Hmm.
Nice.
She is in a human form in this instance, and the statue is tall and made out of a black stone of sorts. It doesn't look like a gemstone, but some sort of dark black stone, and it is in an alcove that has one of those windows.
Does it look
Behind
like
it.
her? Because they
Yeah.
may have seen it before.
Yeah, no, it is to her likeness.
Okay. And I asked them, after I finish worshipping here, may I continue to the other alcoves to pay my homage as well?
Of
For the
course,
order-
of course.
the order of
Sadly,
the-
not all of the statues have been finished.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, as part of the Order of the Shining Surface, I must praise each god individually and then do the sacred dance beneath the shining prism that I heard so much about. It is the most great place of worship for our order that has ever been made or ever will be made, thanks to people like you.
Do tell me more about the Order of the Shining Surface when you are done. I have not heard of such an order. and
Certainly, it would be
am
my
keen
honor.
to know of it.
It would be my honor.
Okay.
Okay, so I do that. Where is the gnome anywhere near any of the alcoves, or is he just in the center?
No, he's in the dead center.
Okay, so I pay homage as in a length of time that would be appropriate, and I do prayers and stuff, and especially at Falumbra, I actually do a real prayer to her and a very good. I mean, I'm praying to all of them because I'm religious
Right.
anyway, I guess. But specifically to her, I say please protect your daughter who has saved us, and give us strength to bring down evil and show us the truth, and blah blah blah. Forgive me my lies, all that kind of stuff. And is there a Reluna one?
Yes.
At the Reluna one, I make like an extra special dance and sing her some songs and ask for her special guidance as we're close to bringing down the evil in the world, and remind her that our only goal is to be honored enough to be among the gods. And I say also a special prayer to both Falumbra and Reluna for the restoration of Emma's powers, if we can prove ourselves worthy.
Sure.
And
there
then
are 29 gods in total. So this takes some time.
yeah, I assume that I don't know how much is an appropriate time, but
you spend at least a minute with each god, so you're gone for at least half an hour.
yeah. And then at the very end,
Well,
I
hold
go
on. Wait.
Okay.
We think we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
Okay.
So, Emma and Arcas, you're hanging out with the horses. You see Adea head up and then walk around towards the riverside and head in through a door. What do you guys do?
Should we walk around? Look if there's the carriage.
Yes, we should. Let's
Let's pretend we're a couple, so we're not suspicious. I grab his arm.
I love Arcas's face. Ugh.
yeah, about that. Didn't she have a boyfriend last night?
No, I didn't.
You told me.
It was just a guard hitting on me really hard. I
Mhm.
declined his invitation.
Mhm.
Come on, boyfriend. Let's walk around the place together.
Do you guys leave your horses behind then?
I tie the horse at 3.
Okay. Yeah, you find a sapling that you can tie your horses to. And you proceed forward on foot and you go all the way up to the temple.
I said we go around, like we walk around, see if we.
But I mean, how close do you? Right now, you're like a 5-minute walk from the temple. How close do you get, or do you just like keep a 5-minute distance and walk all the way
Is
around?
there a wall around it?
Nope. It's just a structure out in the middle of nowhere.
Is it pretty?
Yes. It looks unfinished, but it is pretty.
Okay, yeah, so we walk around the temple, like, so we can see it, but maybe not close to it.
Okay, I mean, I just kind of, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and the only thing out here is this building, and then there's a forest behind it, and a river. And so you're like 5 minutes away from the building, and if you were to like walk around the edge of the building, it strikes me as you'd be very like obviously out away from the building. It's not
Okay,
like you would necessarily. I mean, you're gonna be seen. Let me rephrase.
Okay, then let's
Someone
walk
would see you no
by
matter
it.
where you are. Like it's not like you
Okay.
could hide.
Then let's walk by it, sure.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I want to see something real quick before we do that. 3 turns is 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Find Traps.
Okay.
Is it traps? I thought it was hidden passages. I don't have that.
How far is the detect traps? Because if you do it too close, they're gonna see you cast and that kind of thing.
No, I think if I cast it before, it wouldn't. No?
Yeah, that's my point. Oh, you're saying you're doing it before? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm saying if I do it before and then I just walk by, I don't think it would
Okay.
look suspicious. Or would just look like I'm thinking or something. So yeah, I think I'll do ooh! Screw it. I'm gonna cast from afar locate object, and I'm gonna look for the red pattern in the carriage. The thing I was the carriage of Lord Redfoot. I specifically told you an episode ago that I went into the carriage of Lord Redfoot when he was sleeping and we took out the staff was taken out.
Yeah, but
And
you
then
didn't take out the staff. You weren't there for that.
No, but I went back. I remember.
Oh, that's right there. You went back
going
afterwards to go
and
take
then
a look at
I
the staff.
noted a specific item in the carriage. That
Right.
was like
Okay.
And then I wanted to be able to locate object to find it
What is
again.
the range of locate object?
60 yards plus 10 yards per level. So 110, I think.
Okay. So you can already walk 120 yards in a minute. So if it's 5 minutes away from you, if he's 5 minutes away from you, or the building is 5 minutes away from you, then 120 times 5 is 600 yards away. So the building is not even within range of your locate object spell yet.
Oh,
just
really?
so you know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's stupid. It's really not that. Well, it's okay. It's gonna be on for 8 hours, so I don't care. Did I note anything specific on Lord Redfoot? No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, well, I did cast locate object, but I still want to cast detect evil. Should I? Sure. Nah. Okay, just locate object and I'll keep it on and I'll try to find the thing.
All right. You cast locate object and you and Arcas approach the building and then start circling around it. Although as you approach the building and cast locate object, focus again on trying to find it, you detect the carriage on the other side of the building.
Oh, the carriage is on the other side of the building, Arcas, so he's there.
Ooh. Okay.
You guys start walking around the side of the building looking for the carriage and happen to glance in to see Adea kneeling before a statue. And also, actually, give me perception checks, all 3 of you.
30!
Very nice.
At last.
20 is not quite nice enough. And Adea...
Come on, Adea.
Nope.
No.
So, Arcas and Adea, you're doing your things as normal. Emma, you glance in through the window, and you keep looking in just a moment longer than Arcas. Arcas looks away, and you see walking out of the basement where the Umber Hulk had previously walked out of. You see Lord Redfoot walking out, talking to a cleric. And that is where we will end for this break.
Da da da.
Shit.
We'll be gone for 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.